Hey everybody, it's Amina. So today I'm doing a makeup tutorial on this look here. It's kind of a purpley with a little champagne-y kind of color on the eyes and a really neutral lip. So hopefully you guys like this video. If you'd like to see how I came up with this makeup look, then just stay tuned. Alrighty guys, so we're going to start out here by priming my face, and I'm going to be using the Nivea Men's Post Shave Balm, which is actually an aftershave, but this stuff works like magic when it comes to priming your skin for makeup. It is amazing. It kind of smells like mint cologne, but I don't hate it. Next, I'm going in with my Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless Foundation in the shade number 120, and right now I'm just dotting that all over my face. And I'm going to be going in with a damp sponge here to blend that all out. Now, as you can see, I'm kind of like pouncing the sponge on my skin just to make sure that I'm not taking off too much of the product. We definitely don't want to be swiping and removing all of the makeup that we're trying to apply here. So I'm just making sure I'm getting it all over. We don't want to have any sort of lines there on the jaw, so I'm trying to get it down on my neck as well as underneath my chin there. Next, I decided that I needed a little bit more coverage. Wasn't getting the desired effect I wanted with that beauty blender there, so I went ahead and I put on a second layer of foundation, and this time I'm going to go in with my makeup brush and I'm just going to buff that all into the skin pretty quickly. I mean, I already have a layer on, so I don't need to take too much time with it, but just to get some additional coverage. And like with the sponge, I'm going to go ahead and make sure that I pull it down onto my neck and get the underneath side of my chin there. I definitely don't want to have any sort of harsh lines. Next, we're going to be concealing, basically putting on some more paint here. And I'm using the Maybelline Fit Me in the color Fair, I think. And I'm going to just basically conceal under my eyes. I'm going to be doing down the bridge of my nose, my forehead, my cupid's bow, and my chin area. And once I get all of that dispersed on my skin, I'm going to go in with my damp sponge again and blend that all out. Now that we have all of our concealer blended out, we're going to go in and just set everything. And I'm using my Mary Kay translucent loose setting powder here. And I'm just going to press this into all of the areas that I just concealed and blend it out with that damp beauty sponge. Now on to a little bit of contouring. I'm going to be using the Tarte Amazonian Clay Bronzer in Park Avenue Princess. And I'm taking this tapered brush here basically to just outline where I want my contour to be. This is just so much easier for me than going in with kind of a fluffier brush. So once I get the bronzer everywhere that I want to contour, I'm going to go in with an angled brush and blend that out. And the blush I'm using today is the Mary Kay Mineral Cheek in the color Sunny Spice. And I'm just using this round brush here to dust that all over my cheeks. It's kind of a muted color, so it doesn't pick up too much on camera, but it does look really, really pretty in person. After my blush, I'm going to go ahead and dust some more of that Mary Kay translucent powder all over my face, just to make sure that everything is good and blended out and that there's no crazy harsh lines in between anything. Now, I usually do highlight, and I had it sitting out but completely forgot about it, so I do have that listed in the description box below. After this, I remembered that I needed some lip balm, so I went ahead and used my Mary Kay Satin Lips to moisturize my lips for lipstick later. After that, we're going to move on to eyes, and I'm using the Mary Kay Eye Primer so that my eyeshadow sticks and stays on all day, and it also helps with the vibrancy of the colors that you're going to be using. Now, for my eyeshadows, I went ahead and used the Too Faced Le Petite Maison palette, and the first shade I'm using here is Reindeer, which is just kind of a basic brown. It's a pretty light one, so I'm going to dust that in my transition area here on both of my eyelids as my crease color. For our next eyeshadow color here, we're going to be using Dreams from the same palette, and I'm using this in my crease area as well. Now, I'm just not putting this as high on my crease. I'm really kind of focusing this in that little hollow of my eye there, and I'm blending that out using a fluffy brush. Don't mind all my little dance breaks. I was watching a movie and dancing along to the music in the commercial. Next, we're going in with the color Pussycat, which is a purple shade from this same Too Faced palette. And I'm focusing this one more so on the outer V area of my eye, and then I'm also pulling that up into the crease a little bit just for blending purposes, so I don't have too harsh of any sort of lines there. I'm going to go back and forth a couple of times with this just to make sure that that color is nice and bright. Next, I'm taking the color Don't Settle from that Too Faced palette, and with a flat shader brush, I'm going to go ahead and apply that all over to my lids. And here I'm just going back in with that previous brush and that purple shade Pussycat, and I'm just blending that in just a little bit more to make sure that that color didn't get diffused any by Don't Settle, and don't mind my hair there. Just going to keep doing this a couple of times. And now I'm going in with the pointy brush on the other end of that, and I'm going to do my lower lash line, and I'm going to use the colors Reindeer all across the bottom of my lower lash line, and then I'm going in with Dreams, which was the second shade that I put in my crease. And I'm going to fill that in all over on my lower lash line. Now I'm going to flip that brush back around without putting any additional color on it and buff that out a little bit with the rest of the purple shade Pussycat that's left on that brush, but I'm not adding anything extra. Next, I'm grabbing my Self-Made palette by Anastasia Beverly Hills, and I'm using that shade there, Treasure, and I'm putting that all over my lid. Don't Settle just wasn't doing it for me, and this is much brighter, and I'm much happier with the look of this. Now here I'm just taking a spoolie on the end of the Milani eyebrow pencil to comb through my brows, but I'm going to use my Sephora eyebrow pencil in the color Rich Chestnut, and I'm just going to go ahead and fill these babies in. Now if you guys do want to see a brow routine, just let me know in the comments below and I will get that taken care of for you. Next we're going to set my brows in place, and I'm using my Mary Kay brow gel to do that. And I'm just swiping that spoolie through both of them. After brows, we're going to go ahead and move on to lashes, and here I'm just curling them, and I like to pump my lashes while I'm curling them to get the most optimum curl possible. After I'm done curling them, I'm going to go ahead with the Benefit They're Real Tinted Lash Primer, and this stuff works so well. I really like my Mary Kay one, but I think that this one could give it a run for its money, and I do like that it's tinted. The bristles on this wand just grab hold of your eyelashes, and I think you could get away with not even wearing mascara if you wanted to with this stuff. After priming my lashes, I am going to go in with mascara, and this is the Maybelline Lash Sensational in either black or blackest black, and I love this stuff. This is definitely my holy grail mascara. It did take me a while to get used to the wand and how I had to use it on my lashes for them to look their best, but once I figured it out, this stuff is just amazing. I get told by so many people that my eyelashes look fake because of this stuff, so it is worth every single penny. And once I'm done with lashes, I'm going to go ahead and set everything. And this is the NYX Matte Finish makeup setting spray, and really like this stuff too. It works really well. After that, we're going to move on to lips, and I'm using the ColourPop Lippy Sticks in the color Lumiere. And I'm just going to go ahead and outline my lips and then fill them in just a little bit with it, just to make sure that my lipstick does last all night, because I'm going to be eating and whatnot. After lining my lips, I'm going to go in with my Milani Matte Naked lipstick, and I love this color. It's so pretty, and this stuff does not fade. product. I hope you like the look. Super simple, kind of basic. I mean, for me, I think it's a little pizzazzy with all this like champagne and sparkly kind of color on the lid. I really hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. If you'd like to see more makeup tutorials from me, don't forget to give this this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave, and in the comments below, leave any sort of ideas or looks that you'd like to see in the future. And I will have all of the products that I used listed down below. I hope you guys like this video, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!